High Court enforcement agents Paul, Steve and Ben are in an exclusive area of Surrey.
Look at these houses.
They have a writ instructing them to collect a staggering £500,000.
You could probably buy 400 handbags with that and possibly get some for your wife as well.
The High Court has awarded £500,000 in damages following a dispute between 4 family members and a former employee who claimed she was missold a business. The judge ruled in the former employee's favour, but the family has not paid up.
They won't be pleased to see us.
The enforcement team is going to the home of the 4 defendants. Their aim is to collect payments or seize assets to cover the damages.
Oh my good God.
Oh, that solves that problem. McLaren's mine.
No, I'm taking that.
Age as preference.
But this job is not going to be as easy as they think.
If we park across one gate, you'll put a chain around the other.
When we go to a job, we look for the assets, and it's the assets that actually focus people. They don't want to lose their prize koi carp or their prize car. Those sort of things focus their mind to saying, look, OK, we can pay this, or at least we can start paying it.
Seized. I've seized it first.
Have you seized these 2 as well?
Yeah.
I don't think
No one's in.
there's anybody in.
It's simple, really. You seize all the cars.
If we wait for 2 hours, we can take them.
Yeah.
The enforcement team must give the defendants 2 hours to pay up. If they don't settle within that time frame, any seized assets can be removed. The clock is ticking.
What was it?
It's a McLaren.
A McLaren. Oh, right. OK.
I say about 300-400 grand.
It's not only expensive, it's rare. One of only 375 in the world. But if it's on a lease or hire purchase agreement, the team can't take it. With no guarantee that any of the vehicles can be used to pay off the damages, the enforcement team must hunt for more assets to seize.
Careful.
There's a dog round here, I'm going to be cross.
Good luck.
Steve looks for an unlocked door. If he finds one, he can legally enter the house to seize possessions.
Did they pay outright for it?
Ben rings the car dealership to do a bit of detective work.
All right then. He bought it 2 weeks ago.
No access at all, I'm afraid. I'm too old for this.
The enforcement team must now wait until the 2-hour deadline is up. 30 minutes later, one of the 4 defendants named on the writ arrives. Ben breaks the news that he's here to collect damages of over £500,000.
You owe them £518,750.
Sort of take them first and argue about it later.
The judgment's still in process?
No, the judgment's been processed. It's been awarded and now it's been transferred to the High Court. And we're here to collect on it.
Let me speak to my husband and
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Rasham has just turned up. We'll carry on talking to her.
But the defendant has other plans.
Sorry.
Would you like to speak to my solicitor?
Yeah, by all means. Good morning, sir. The High Court enforcement.
The defendant's solicitor is applying for a stay of execution, another court order that could stop this enforcement action being carried out.
Well, yeah, but it hasn't been stayed yet, and we're here to execute it. So unless it's actually stayed as we speak.
Paul calls the claimant's solicitor to check if the order has been granted.
So I've had their solicitor on the phone to me from abroad. He's saying they've applied to the Court of Appeal. That's right, but they haven't got the stay of execution. No, that's fine, so nothing's changed. We're still rolling. OK, I've spoken to our instructing solicitor. There is no stay of execution, so nothing has changed. The warrant is still live and active.
The defendants have failed to persuade Paul to stop carrying out the writ. The enforcement team arrived at the property 1 hour ago. Now the defendant has just 60 minutes to prove that the vehicles don't belong to her or the other defendants. Otherwise, they'll be removed.
All the cars are not, you won't be able to take them.
But we will take them. We take them and then people produce the documents.
So if you get the documents now, you can't take them.
That's right.
Where's the handle? Have we tried to open it?
An hour later, Paul's deadline for the defendant to produce the documents is up. He calls a towing company.
We now want the McLaren, Mercedes and Discovery picked up ASAP.
The prestige cars, worth several £100,000, are about to be taken away.
We're locked and loaded, and we're just about to fire.
High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill, Steve Pinner and Steve's son Ben are on a particularly difficult job in Surrey. They're at the property of a family who recently lost a High Court battle. The result, they've been ordered to pay damages of over £500,000.
What was it?
It's a McLaren. I'd say about 300-400 grand.
It's over 2 hours since the team arrived at the house, but the defendants have failed to pay. Now they'll face the full force of the team's High Court's powers. Tow trucks are on their way to remove the seized vehicles. And Ben has more bad news for the defendant.
I must also inform you that it's just gone up another £35,000.
What has?
The debt.
Why?
Because of the new regulations, if you don't pay when we're here within 2 hours, 7.5% goes on top.
It's not just the 35k. Court fees, interest and VAT push the final figure to an eye-watering £617,000.
The total sum outstanding is £617,742.
So will you just keep adding?
No, this is it now. That is the fee. This is what it is, I'm afraid. So that's yours.
Things aren't about to get any better for the defendant. Paul has now been instructed by the claimant's solicitor to serve another court order.
We have a writ which says we've got to collect this or take goods away. The second part is that a charge has been put on the property.
If they don't pay the damages, the defendants could be forced to sell their home.
So it's quite a serious situation.
But there's one more weapon in the enforcement team's armoury.
The impact of bankruptcy on an individual is a serious issue. Their credit cards are stopped, their bank accounts are frozen, and the turmoil it would wreak on their business lives is pretty disastrous.
I must also tell you that I'm also serving you with a statutory demand, which in 21 days you can be made bankrupt if the full amount is not paid.
3 hours after the enforcement team arrived at the property, the first tow truck arrives. The 3 cars are about to be lifted.
We're just going to carry on until we get the email.
Until we get anything, we have to carry on, I'm afraid.
Can you not wait 5 minutes?
No, we've waited 3 hours. We have to draw a line.
The defendant is still frantically trying to prove the cars don't belong to her or the other defendants.
5 minutes.
Madam, you've had 3 hours.
How long will you wait?
Well, we won't.
The defendants have just 7 days to prove that the cars belong to someone else, or they will be sold at auction to help pay the damages. With a charge on their home and the threat of bankruptcy, if they don't pay the £617,000, they're teetering on the brink of ruin.
The object is to focus people's attention. We've come along and we just knocked the chocks out. So the shit is now rolling down the hill and gathering pace.